Hello everyone, I hope you had a very much quite a wonderful, great, blessed day indeed, guys, and also quite a warm, blessed day indeed as well, guys. Well, despite that, guys, I'm very quietly sorry for not exactly I'm uploading the previous episode, but I promise you that I'll able to redo it for you guys in TikTok as well, and I'll make sure that I try to upload this episode for today as well on Friday as well. But regardless of that, guys, I still appreciate your support and very quietly grateful for your guys' support in exactly viewing my entire pictures of the characters and all of them and watching them as well, especially from shorts and from long videos in YouTube as well. And from those of you guys who are completely subscribing, I'm quietly, fully, gratefully blessed to have your guys' support and completely means a lot to me. May you guys as well keep pushing and keep pushing on your part and keep doing exactly what you're doing on your guys' end. Very quietly, I still quietly believe in you guys as you quietly still believe in me. You guys exactly got this. Keep shining your light, and you guys can exactly do this. With that as well been said, I'll be able to upload this episode on the shorts and on the TikTok as well. From those of you in the long videos in YouTube, you'll receive it on Monday morning when I redo the one on Thursday in a proper way, so you guys can exactly so that the ones in TikTok can exactly have both ways. But as I said before, guys, I'm extremely very quietly sorry about yesterday's quietly disconvenience, but you'll receive the episode of yesterday on Monday after I uploaded this episode on after I uploaded this episode on the YouTube channel on Monday morning. So I'll be able to redo it then. From there we can actually continue on and proceeding on ahead as well. But nevertheless, guys, enjoy your weekend and take good care of yourself. As you can see, guys, I was busy doing the house chores and also walking Universe, my dog, as well, trying to exactly bond with her and also teach her as well. But nevertheless, guys, I appreciate your support. Let me not exactly waste any more time so we can get straightly on schedule and have a blessed weekend. I'll see you on Monday morning, and I'll be able to exactly explain everything else as I did to all today as well. But with that exactly being said, let's move forward on schedule. On today's episode, we're to speak about Doctor Universe. Doctor Universe is quietly more similar to Doctor Darkness because they are both the most powerful, dreaded, evil scientists, evil, sinister scientists, and founders and leaders of a powerful secret society of supervillains known as the Unholy Alliance, with the sole goal and mission and purpose of creating chaos and destruction upon humanity and upon the sacred universe and upon the sacred great nations as well. Dr. Universe shows the power of remaining resilient and also remaining highly persistent and very powerful and very highly respected among the members of the entire secret society, of his capabilities and also of his greater expertise, showing the members that he's very greatly. It is indeed definitely very powerful as well. And he's also very known throughout the entire Foundation Hunter history that Dr. Universe is quite the responsible of the sinister, unknown, abominational dark magical scientific creatures that he's been creating and developing and helping the Shadow Empire to remaining its true status quo upon the entire known universe. And Dr. Universe is known to have the power of great telekinesis and levitation and the power of great psychic communication and telepathic communication. He is the founder and leader of the Unholy Alliance, which is a very powerful, formidable secret society of supervillain. Not exactly ancient, but also closely hereby still guided under the great guidance of the founders, under the great guidance of the ancient criminal organization that exactly worked behind the scenes by guiding it and giving it the proper resources, the proper dark resources, and the proper dark influential resources it needs for it to complete its dark purpose and goal, to which will help the other ancient criminal organization, such as the White Power. The White Power is founded by the ancient White Dragon, to which I exactly told the others on the other episode, on the other yesterday's episode, and also on the Sacred Circle and the Sacred Five as well. Dr. Universe is very powerful and shares an ambition for dark knowledge and for dark power, and has a shared powerful dark obsession in trying to conquer worlds, planets, and civilizations, all for himself, all in the pursuit of dark, infinite knowledge and dark powers and great supernatural immunities to give him immunities, and also to further give him his body modification as well in the process, to give him spiritual energy and spiritual power as well. So with that exactly being said, let's exactly continue on Dr. Universe's earlier side. Within the earliest centuries, he was one of the most powerful evilist scientists, who was quietly a former member of the Silver Scientists, who helped them understanding the power and the great power and the great symbiotic cosmic power, the great symbiotic cosmic dominant godlike code known as light energy, and known as nano energy, in trying to understand its true capabilities of gaining godlike immense powers, powers like abilities, so that he can exactly learn more about its infinite knowledge and its imminent power. But Dr. Universe exactly warned the Silver Scientists that with much power at their disposal, they will be able to wreak total amounts of havoc and total amounts of destruction. The Silver Scientists quietly believed him in his word, and they did his best to pursue on with the experiment. During the experiment notation, a powerful, sinister event began taking place, where the other scientists betrayed the evil, sadistic scientists in their pursuit of trying to becoming godlike immortal beings. But during the incident, Dr. Universe was shocked, literally infused with the energy himself, granting him immense immortal powers, and immense immortal long gravity powers as well in the process during the infusion of the incident. After that, he mysteriously disappeared, and he was never quietly seen again during the incident as well. During the following ending years of the century, Dr. Universe made an interesting connection with the ancient Dark Supreme followers known as the White Followers, and the proxies of the ancient organization ruled and founded by the White Dragon, known as the White Followers. To that end, they gave him greater intimate power than ever known to him, to which he could utilize the techniques for himself, to understanding the power of white dark magic, and the power of white forbidden technique, and the power of all creation, and the power of art creation, and duplicate creation, and sacred creation as well. In the process, to which he became highly obsessed, obtaining the power of lightning and electricity at will, to covering and protecting his body at will from being attacked from any 4 Nation Hunters supernatural attacks, and from any supernatural attacks he might encounter from the 7 Nation Hunters or from the 6 Nation Hunters. Through the near end of the century, Dr. Universe made an intriguing connection with the Fire Hunters, to where they gifted him the greatest ancient ability of controlling the supreme element of fire, to where he was able to harness the forbidden technique of fire, to where his powers began to rise to the occasion by possessing an ancient mythical goblet that gave him the power to that gave him the power to heavily to sustaining himself, and also to sustaining his powers in the process, by controlling them and by using them to infusing himself with light energy and with inner energy in the process as well. Dr. Universe became highly darkly ambitious as he conquered many thousand worlds and civilization after he lost contact with the Fire Hunters. To that end, the 4 Nation Hunters were forced to literally stopping his rogue rampage, to which created a battle and an all-out war against these dark, abominational creations of monsters, supernatural creatures, beings that he was able to control and resurrect with his full power and might, proving to the 4 Nation Hunters that Dr. Universe is beyond the mightiest, evilest, sadistic, and unpredictable force of evil that they've ever encountered as well. Within the end of the following century, Dr. Universe decided its best to remain in the shadows and not to create more attention, not to draw unwanted attention to him, rather to allowing those attention to thwarting his plans and his operation in the following future years that are about to exactly come as well. During the following years, Dr. Universe managed to make a full partnership with Dr. Darkness, to where the other sinister scientists began experimenting on a powerful member of the Universal Defending Heroes, where they were able to experimenting with his brain and mind, trying to understand his capabilities and his powers as well in the process. Throughout the middle years, Dr. Universe and Dr. Darkness exactly thought that it's best to form the powerful, formidable secret society of supervillains known as the Unholy Alliance, by recruiting deadly, sadistic, and powerful, formidable colleagues and members of super criminals who are also quietly in full connection with the forces of the sacred universe and with the forces of the sacred great nation, and some who come from the sacred great nation, and some who come from the sacred great nation, and others from the sacred world itself as well, to which they thought that they might require a dark and formidable expertise, to which they thought so as well. By combining their expertise and by combining their talents and their powers as well, might prove very useful for their ultimate goal and for their ultimate purpose. Therefore, they extended more invitations to powerful, formidable individual super criminals and very, very formidable super villains who possess extreme greater power and greater abilities and forbidden techniques of their own. Some who come from the sacred universe, others who come from the realm of humanity who are super villains, and some who are super criminals, to which they all decided it's best to edit each other on their respective missions and on their respective goals by joining forces together in combining their resources all together and in utilizing them all together for a common goal of chaos and destruction and control over human society as well. Within the middle years, the members of the Unholy Alliance made a very powerful, interesting connection with the ancient secret society of supervillains known as a criminal powerful organization of the members of the founders and of the members of the Order of the Five and of the members of the White Power, founded and led by the White Dragon, to exactly allowing them to acting on their behalf, to allowing them to acting on their behalf, to allowing them to acting on their behalf of their full mission, of their full mission, of their full mission, of their full ancient mission, on their full ancient mission in the public eye of humanity and of the rest of the sacred universe as well. To which the members of the Unholy Alliance and the founding leader and members of the Unholy Alliance agreed that that would be exactly the best way for them to furthering their goals and their mission in the public eye in order to draw the attention away from the heroes that might be able to be for the heroes that might be able to precisely able to encounter and fight up against in the future calamities of the entire war, to where the ancient leaders and members of their own organizations and groups managed to exactly reassure the members of the Unholy Alliance that their connections and their intimate network connections to their super criminals and dark followers remain still the same as ever before, to which it will strengthen their partnership and their soul common interest and their goal as well, to where they all precisely agreed on that as well. On the actual precise day of the 12th of the actual 12th of the actual of the yes of the actual 12th of March, the members of the Unholy Alliance began a full attack on the entire world itself, forcing the members of the United Heroes to begin taking full, immediate, effective action against the threats while they were fighting the monsters in the public eye, while the members of the Universal Heroes began a full covert mission against the members of the Unholy Alliance within the central headquarters of the base of the operation, to where they fully began attacking them as Dr. Universe began to realize that the members of the Universal Heroes are too powerful, as the rumors and warnings about them stated that they actually did defeat the most powerful ancient dark evil known as Original Lord of Magic, whose death itself has created a power vacuum unlike any other before. To where Dr. Universe exactly told the other members of the Unholy Alliance that he will not be present with them when they are taken into custody, to which Dr. Darkness exactly told Dr. Universe psychically that it's best for him to withdraw from the shadows and hide there while they exactly take the fall for the other organizations and for the other ancient criminal organizations to fully work within the shadows without being heavily drawing the attention of the most powerful ancient heroes known as the Universal Heroes and known as the members of the United Heroes, to where they precisely agreed during the attack of the members of the Universal Heroes. Firebird and Warboy draw the attention on Dr. Universe, to where Dr. Universe was able to summon a creature of swamp-like vine monsters beneath the entire headquarters to attacking the original members of the Universal Heroes, to where Dr. Universe exactly stated to the members of the Universal Heroes that the war is far from over and that it's about to begin from a dark path and from a dark destructive way, to where he disappeared from the shadows, as Warboy stated that the members of the Unholy Alliance are not fully successfully idiots, but they are definitely clever and very intelligent as well. During the following months that passed after April, May, June, July, and until August, Dr. Universe has remained within the shadows for so far within his secret laboratory, his dark hideout, to where he's been fully experimenting with dark natural elemental creatures and monsters of the entire sacred natural country world, to where he's been solely obsessed in trying to harnessing their powers and the abilities and the natural gifted powers for himself, and also to sustaining himself in a process as well, until he received a very powerful word from his greater elemental, from his greater elemental camouflage stealth operative creature, that had the ability to fully camouflage within environments, where he particularly told him that the months have passed by and that the members of the Unholy Alliance are hereby released, which means, in other words, it's time for the group to beginning to be reassembled, as he agreed with the operative himself as well. On the actual 10th of September, Dr. Universe was quietly present with the members of the Unholy Alliance, where they all reconvene on a dark ancient crystal temple. To the ancient crystal temple location is quietly disclosed within a dark sacred country of a village ruled by an evil elderly king who wants power and destruction towards the other sacred great nations as well. To the temple itself houses ancient paintings of how the dark druids and the dark wizards were able to give power and dark energy to all spiritual powers and to all natural energy as one, by giving it to the natural lord and to the energy lord himself, who has become an ancient dark feared mythical creature of the entire sacred great nation, of the rest of the fire hunters, and of the rest of the six nation hunters, and especially of the magic, especially of the fairies of the entire sacred magic universe, and of the rest of the four nation hunters themselves as well. During the assembly, Dr. Universe exactly stated to the members of the Unholy Alliance that they should exactly move forwardly with the next step of the plan and with the next step of the operation. To where Dr. Darkness began to agree with Dr. Universe that it's time for their plans to begin taking phase right and for all, after the attack served its purpose by allowing the other most powerful ancient masterminds, the shadowy mastermind, to begin their full operation and their goals within the shadows of human society and within the shadows of the entire sacred society, to which it has after all served its purpose. And Dr. Universe and Dr. Darkness began to agree with the other members. It's time for them to begin the utilization of the ultimate preparation of their goal as well. On the precise 21 of October, Dr. Universe was able to precisely to reconvene with the mysterious sacred international criminal known as the Snake Hunter throughout his central headquarters of his hideout, to which was a powerful buried underground village, where it houses many dark sacred dark ancient experiment notation of subjects and creatures and beings who are kept in stasis pods, others within prison cell. He was able to go directly to the central headquarters hideout, to where it houses a chair and a throne of the snake hunter, sacred international criminal, who exactly advised Dr. Universe that this experiment could become too deadly and too drastic during his attack throughout the entire sacred exams of the entire sacred great nation. But he did exactly reassure him that he will give him the power of controlling dark magic and dark matter and dark energy at will, to which Dr. Universe seemed very enticingly happy with that as well. On the precisely of the 10th of November, Dr. Universe began his full experimentation by entering the entire sacred magical natural world, in absorbing and extracting all the magical creatures' powers and abilities, and turning them nothing into priceless stones and statues of themselves, where his forces were able to assist him in doing so in order to gathering the power, to sustaining him, and also to making sure that he remains alive. Also making sure that he remains alive during the process, to furthering the plan of the Unholy Alliance, the ultimate dark plan of the Unholy Alliance, and of the group itself as well. To which during the time the members of the Universal Founders were able to encounter Dr. Universe in the entire sacred magical forest, in the entire sacred natural magical forest, to where they began battling against his forces and against his creatures, to where his loyal henchmen exactly warned Dr. Universe that the members of the Universal Founders are too powerful and they are too destructive. It would be unwise to go toe-to-toe with them. To which Dr. Universe thought that it's best to test his new powers and his new abilities head on, to see what type of new abilities he was able to gain during the extraction of these creatures' power and the way to sustaining his life. To which he did exactly test his new power and his new ability against the members of the Universal Founders, and he went toe-to-toe with the leader of the Universal Founders and realized that his power with his might were evenly matched. But he exactly warned them not to underestimate his capabilities, to where he disappeared and merged with the entire land himself and were never seen again. So did his forces as well. The leader of the Universal Founders began to realize that the members of the Unholy Alliance are clearly hereby fully, heavily affiliated with the ancient organization known as the Founders and known as the Order of the Five. But the good question is, why are they all working together when the other group has served its purpose by serving as a proxies, when now the other ancient secret society is hereby fully operating without fully heavy suspicion, and without them exactly taking a deeper look, while the other members exactly begin asking themselves, it appears that these criminals are not just ordinary criminals when they are fully powerful ancient supernatural criminals themselves as well in the process, which makes them exceptionally dangerous and very unpredictable as well. On the actual precise day of the 13th of December, Dr. Universe was able to reconvene with Dr. Darkness on an ancient crystal dark cave, to where Dr. Darkness was able to tell him that the members of the organizations and the dark followers of the dark druids of the members of the organization of the dark druids of the dark witches have decided to agree to allowing them to expanding the Unholy Alliance's entire base of operation and its entire network, to making sure that the group's goal and purpose serves its true primary goal, and its true destructive purpose, to where Dr. Universe exactly told Dr. Darkness that with the help and with the assistance of the dark magic users known as the dark druids, the dark witches, and the dark faithful, they'll be very glad to having more power and more intimate dark abilities than ever before, which will make sure that the status quo of the Unholy Alliance remains unchecked and remains the same as it always does as well, to where they purposely agreed on that as well. On the actual 10th of January, Dr. Universe was able to purposely reconvene with the members of the Unholy Alliance on his dark ancient castle, to which is his central headquarters, where his dark ancient castle is quietly in the middle of the most darkest, powerful, sinister, dark natural dimension, where it houses dark natural swamp creatures, monsters, body-like creatures that protect his entire chamber, his central chamber, and his central laboratory, and his entire castle throne, and every step of his entire ancient central headquarters is protected by dark spiritual energy, and also houses ancient dark statues, mythical dark statues of powerful dark druid, dark witches, the sacred founder, the ancient painting of the dark founder, of the vampire founder, the vampire statue founder, and the leaders of the unknown sacred natural worlds of the dark monsters, and of the even monsters ancestors themselves as well, to which Dr. Universe was able to exactly precisely telling the members of the Unholy Alliance that they must precisely begin moving forward with a natural plan and with a natural goal, to where the other members of the Unholy Alliance begin to agree themselves that furthering a goal and a mission is, after all, their true common interest, and but they can never underestimate the power of the members of the Universal Heroes, since they've learned that the hard way. And Dr. Universe began to reassure the members of the Unholy Alliance that he has a sadistic idea on how to deal with the members of the Universal Heroes, only if they leave it to him, and he will deal with the members of the Universal Founders. Just give him enough time to come up with a better plan, as they all precisely agreed on that, as Dr. Darkness began to agree on that as well, as so did the other members of the Unholy Alliance. On the precise day of the 9th of February, Dr. Universe was precisely able to reconvene with the ancient organization, with the ancient powerful organization known as the White Power, and with the members, with the leaders of the organization themselves, who are powerful, dangerous, ancient super criminals and super villains, on the central headquarters, which was another central headquarters known as an ancient, powerful, dark white shrine that houses ancient statues of white dragons, creatures, goblins, monsters, even the white dragon statue itself, representing the great, formidable white dragon founder and leader herself, knowing that she's powerful and knowing that she's very, very ancient. As I told you before on yesterday's video, to which you guys on TikTok will receive it on Monday, so don't worry about that as well. Either way, despite that, the leaders of the organization exactly told Dr. Universe that the members of the Unholy Alliance have been their most powerful, perceptive colleagues and greater collaborators through the organization, giving them more resources and more unlimited power ever before, to which the other members began telling Dr. Universe that they would appreciate the services of the Unholy Alliance when the right time comes again to where Dr. Universe exactly assured the members of the organization that the members of the Unholy Alliance will be eager to be acting on the behalf of the ancient organization known as the White Power. But the leader and founder of the organization wasn't present during the meeting herself, as well as she had more business to attend to on her own dark president matters, as well as the other members begin to reassure Dr. Universe that the White Power organization will gladly support the Unholy Alliance on behind the scenes, and especially on the shadows of the entire sacred universe, as long as you'll deal with the universal founders first and wiping them out. But before he does that, let him test his power and might, as the other members exactly stated by doing so. Dr. Universe exactly stated to the members of the organization that he will do just that as well. On the precise day of the 19th of March, Dr. Universe began his full attack on the entire human city population, to where it created a huge news coverage, long enough to attracting the attention of the United Heroes and the attention of the members of the Universal Founders, to where they fought up against these giant swamp vine plant-like creatures and monsters that began wreaking havoc on a larger scale, where Dr. Universe was able to watch from the shadows, and he decided to attack the leader of the Universal Founders head-on, rather to allowing the members of the United Heroes to doing their job. Both of the two leaders of the respective organizations fought as good and evil and hero and villain, literally as the odds literally were evenly matched against their comparative abilities, as the Universal Founder leader began to realize that Dr. Universe has gained more power and more forbidden techniques than ever before, as he now has the ability of art creation and the ability of dark creation and the ability of elemental creation by manipulating woods, water, sand, mist, and lightning at will, which makes him more dangerous and more highly darker than ever before. Dr. Universe exactly thanks the leader of the Universal Founders for pushing him to such extreme measures, to gaining more power and more dark abilities than ever before, to which he decided to withdraw from the attack and exactly ordered the creatures that he summoned from the other side to withdraw from the attack, to which he got enough information and enough knowledge to which was able to exactly better to study it and to incept it on his own, to where he completely vanished and disappeared from the shadows as well, to where the leader of the Universal Founders told the members of the United Heroes that they need not to take the members of the Unholy Alliance lightly, to where they all precisely agree that this criminal group is now becoming dangerous and very powerful as well, due to its active state, and that it's still highly active as well. On the precise 9th of April, Dr. Universe was able to reconvene with the members of the Unholy Alliance on Dr. Darkness's hideout, to which is quietly within the fringes of the sacred villages, to which is quietly within the sacred villages, to which is quietly within the sacred smallest villages of the sacred great nation, to where they'll reconvene beneath his entire hideout, and where Dr. Universe exactly told them that he has learned his lesson, that it's time for them to improvise a new method and a new strategy, not to undermining the threat, as all the other members of the Unholy Alliance began to agree that it's time for them to enforce the new plan, where they all precisely agree that now they can never take the threat lightly as well. On the precise 12th of May, Dr. Universe was precisely meditating through his ancient dark cave, focusing the power of gaining natural energy, to where his power and his eyes began glowing some sort of bluish animal color, and some began changing into bluish orange animal color eye, to where he seemed very pleased and impressed with himself that he has gained the power of natural energy and of spiritual energy in the process as well. On the actual 13th of June, Dr. Universe was able to reconvene with the Dark Druids and the Dark Followers on the central headquarters of the Dark Ancient Cave, to where he exactly precisely told them that the members of the Unholy Alliance appreciate your good services and your good work, and they still need them for the ultimate plan, to where the Dark Magic users exactly begin to reassure them that that is exactly what they'll do, that their services are at the hands of the Unholy Alliance as well. On the precise 8th of July, Dr. Universe was able to meet up with the Dark King, founder and leader of the founders, on another dark planet of a world, to where the sun never exactly rises, and exactly previously told them that everything else is about to bear fruit, and that their planning and goal is about to solidify. As the Dark King told them that the white scientists and the silver scientists expect as to deliver a part of the agreement and to deliver a part of the ending of a bargain, to giving them eternal mortal powers for them to ruling humanity in order to furthering the evolution every step of their goals and of their common interest. To where Dr. Universe began to assure the Dark King, that is precisely what the Unholy Alliance is going to do, creating chaos and carnage to giving the other ancient criminal human organizations the better chance for them to becoming immortal godlike beings, to which it will facilitate the goals of all the ancient criminal organization in the process, to where they both agree that the partnership has made the entire grouping of the organizations more powerful, and it has strengthened it to such extreme measures that they associate and the operatives are hereby working on their behalf as well, and that makes the organizations more powerful than ever before, as Dr. Universe stated as well on that part as well. Despite this, guys, Dr. Universe is a very powerful, sinister scientist and a very, very, very incredible, loyal founder, leader, and a member of the Unholy Alliance. He's very wise, very observant, very open-minded, and very sadistic, cruel, and very powerful as well. Skillful in the power of teleportation, the power of portal projection, to which you can exactly do, and the power of shadowy astral projection, to which you can exactly do summoning, resurrection, controlling the entire sacred natural world's lands, water, earth, fire, stone, sand, mist, lightning, electricity, shadows, darkness, and wood, and also elemental energy by manipulating the weather, such as ice and water and snow at will. Dr. Universe is more powerful and extremely the omega scientist of all sinister scientists, and the members of the Universal Heroes have learned that Dr. Universe is one of the most arch nemesis that they've ever faced of all, and he's very, very, very powerful and very highly formidable as well. Comparing Due to Warboy exactly giving the update to the members of the Universal Heroes, stated that Dr. Universe is very powerful and very closely related to the high-ranking, closely related to the high-ranking powerful dark being, known as Lord Jet, the White Dragon, and also known as Lord Jet, Lord Clay, and the Universal Prince, the Star Prince, and the Star Witch Queen, the Dark Witches, the Dark Druids, and the Dark Faithful themselves as well. He's more powerful and he's more formidable. Due to his immortality status and to his long gravity status, he has learned to study threats and to pay attention to what the group's goal and mission is, and he's learned to never repeating the same mistakes ever again. He's very persistent, very relentless. He's a super strategist and a super tactician, skillful in dark magic, matter manipulation, energy manipulation, gravity-based godlike powers manipulation, shadow energy-based manipulation energy, to which he can manipulate at will instead of infusing himself with it. Based with the power of light creation, sand creation, dust creation, all creation, dark creation, shadow creation. He's very, very powerful with elemental creational power. Gifted with the power of camouflaging stealth, disappearing and reappearing at will. He can evolve, he can adapt, he can increase himself, he can easily sustain himself long enough for him to evolve his abilities and upgrade his forbidden mysterious techniques and powers at will. Very gifted with the power of dark convergence, dark energy, dark crystal power, controlling creatures, mind control, hypnosis, compulsion, and telekinesis, levitation, and also with the power of psychic communication, and will, summoning giant asteroid from the entire outer space, proving that he's more powerful and he does possess destructive godlike abilities due to super strategist and to super tactician status. He's very good in forming formidable dark alliances with one of the most powerful, formidable super criminals and masters and leaders of their own respective goals and mission, combining their resources all together in order to form the group known as the Unholy Alliance. The Unholy Alliance is a formidable group. According to the Universal Heroes, this secret society is more powerful and more dangerous than ever before. It shares greater connections to the ancient criminal organizations, such as the Founders, the Order of the Five, the White Power, the Sacred Circle, and the Sacred Five, and Order of the Six, Order of the Seven, Order of the Six, and Order of the Seven as well, and the Galactic itself, and the Court of Nature, and the Dark Order. It shares many powerful personal secretive shadowy networks with many dangerous ancient criminal organizations and ancient secret societies ever known. And Dr. Universe is very persistent, relentless, and very powerful. He does have a dark ambition to conquer many worlds. It is known through sacred history that Dr. Universe has conquered 10,000s of worlds, which makes his reputation more powerful and more formidable. He's very good in maintaining his individual bases of operation, such as his central headquarters, which is an ancient and powerful dark castle that is at the center of the entire dark natural world, of the entire dark, sacred dark natural world of the dark dimensions, of the monsters, to where he rules them and he conquers them with an iron fist, which houses his chambers, laboratory, his seats, his statue trophy, his chambers of his trophies of monsters, of statues, to where he can absorb and gain and in gaining the power to sustaining himself as well. Very good with the power of energy manipulation, duplication manipulation, illusion casting, dark magic, dark arts manipulation, unknown abilities to which he possesses, mysterious, formidable abilities and powers of fire, water, earth, sand, lightning, metal, and dust, and the power of supernatural immunities. With the power of supernatural immunities, vampire speed, super senses, detection and absorption and extraction, learning more, convergence, energy. He's very, very good in all forbidden powers, which makes him closely related to the godlike progenitor himself, known as the sacred founder of the entire sacred universe, and he's very powerful and very dangerous. He respects his allies and the members of the organization as they respect him as well, due to his status and due to his dark reputation, of his ancient reputation to the Fortune Hunters and to the Fire Hunters. Dr. Universe is very ambitious and he possesses a huge armada of battle cruisers at his disposal, highly advanced fleet fleet of battle cruisers at his disposal, which makes him very dangerous and very powerful as well, and a model, an entire army of monsters at his disposal, to which he controls with an iron fist. And he does have loyal henchmen and loyal forces of monsters who serve him well, and he forms formidable alliances with the creatures and monarchies of those entire ancient dark dimensions and worlds, to making sure that it strengthens the alliance with the members of the unholy alliance, and with the respective leaders of the dark monsters who rule them with an iron fist, sharing a close relationship with the goddess of electricity, with the goddess of death, known as Melinda, also with the goddess of destruction, known as Sosai, which benefits the unholy alliance and the members of the founders and the members of the Order of the Five, gaining more power and more influential connection. He does love the power of chaos and destruction, which he does not exactly hesitate to testing his might and his ability. He has learned from the hard way that the universal founders and the members of the universal heroes are too powerful and they are too dangerous not to be taken lightly. And he repeats his failings ever again. Instead, he learns a different way to using these heroes as pawns to furthering their goal and their interest. He shares a powerful personal connection with Golden Knight, the goddess of life, and also Master Shadow, Red Knight, and Dark Ren, and also the Dark King, the founder and leader of the founders, and also the White Dragon herself, who is an ancient and powerful, formidable, feared, ancient, dark, supernatural being of a villain who is feared throughout the entire Sacred Great Nation and the rest of her organization's forces, and the rest of the organization's forces and operatives, and the members and the leaders of the organization itself, as well as with the other sinister, ancient, shadowy, ancient and shadowy criminal organization as well, to which they all share a common powerful network system, as they created it so badly that the universal heroes and the allies they were able to pick up upon that, and they were able to try to disable the network. But in doing so, it quietly strengthens the alliance. Furthermore, and the Shadow Empire warlords and commanders provide the members of the Unholy Alliance with destructive gravity-based technology, to which they've been so obsessed in trying to obtaining it, and they give it to their operatives, to their assassins, mercenaries, for them to wiping out